Hi everybody! Hi Tamar! Game of Thrones episode 8! Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so episode 8, that episode rocked and kicked ass.
Mm-hmm. The rock kicked the ass, and then the ass pulled out shit out of his ass.
You can do better than that.
Cunt?
So the episode was called No One because it seems that no one is behind the wheel. But you saw a recurring theme in the episode, right?
The editor.
The editor?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start in King's Landing, where we got it wrong in our prediction because we seem to have underestimated the cunning of the High Sparrow, right?
We thought this scene from the trailer will be like a trial by 7 maybe.
Because there were 7 guys.
Yeah, but there were 7 guys because one of them was Robert Strong wins.
You called it.
Fatality.
He's really sticking it to Cersei. He's cornering her. He doesn't leave her any room for maneuver because she chooses violence. But he says, okay, violence will not save you here. You will have to stand trial in front of 7 septons. This is some cruel shit going on. Give her trial by combat. Come on, you have to be just.
Why should he? Not only it's a barbaric practice, but think about it. It's like the rules that were written by the elite. And who are the elite? The knights, basically, the warrior class.
And the lord class.
Yeah, so they have the best fighters.
With armor and swords and
with
whatever.
armor and swords and equipment, and very expensive at that time, so only the rich people could afford it. So the whole idea of trial by combat, it's like, okay, you did a bad thing, you sinned, you know.
Okay.
But you can get away with it if you can afford a sellsword or like a prominent fighter. And, you know, the system is rigged towards the elite, towards the 1%.
So basically, when the faith militant come over, they say, the High Sparrow calls you. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Then they insist, and she becomes a little bit scared. She says, but I don't want to go. And then she chooses violence, and thus she gets away from the High Sparrow temporarily.
Yeah. Why you called her the High Sparrow? Why?
I don't know.
Me too. Does it matter? Probably not.
Okay, so and then we see that Tommen basically signs the death warrant, death sentence, whatever, of his own mother. But did you see that Keyborn he had some really, really important information to share with Cersei, but he sat on the information for the whole day, didn't tell her anything.
She didn't ask.
They were sitting there talking, but no, he waited just to get a cue from the cameraman. Okay, this is your line now because the scene is about to end. Just as she's broken, he said, there was a rumor, and now the rumor is true. He was being very cryptic because that was like, he had a teleprompter. It was supposed to be cryptic.
You know what's the rumor?
What's the rumor?
It's coming out soon, Winds of Winter. Yes. Yes.
No, I don't think so, no. I think the rumor is that there is a lot of wildfire beneath the city.
Like left by the Mad Kings, Aerys, he left all around, you know, this is the rumor,
And if she can't win with one kind of violence, Robert Strong / Monster Mountain, she will use violence in another way to burn them all. And when the Faith Militant came to take Cersei, they made a point, Keyborn made a point to say that this is Red Keep, and the Red Keep is separate from King's Landing in some way, and the Faith Militant are usually not allowed into the Red Keep, basically setting up that she will be in the Red Keep as the city burns. Maybe she will play the violin, I don't know.
It's like the safe place of Cersei.
Of Cersei, right?
They can't call her names. They have to give her trigger warning. So she hasn't felt the burn by the High Bernie, so now she will burn them all. So it's a complete circle. They thought about it. For sure.
Okay. Basically, she has nothing left in her toolbox except burning everybody.
She's a wounded animal, you know. She's in a corner now, so she can only scratch.
That's sexist.
Tommen is like a captive baby.
What do you mean?
Like when he was lost to the cult. You know, he renounced his mother.
Right.
That's a big step for him.
Right.
So he's gonna die.
Maybe she's gonna burn him. Okay, so let's go to Braavos. There were so many speculations about who is who, Syria for Red, is Jack and the Waif, everybody's inside Arya's brain, but we here are the only ones who called it.
You called it?
I called it. I said she's gonna be healed magically and it's going to suck ass.
Deus Ex Medicina. So I sat watching this scene, writing down like symbolic things like, oh, she was saved by Cersei's character. So the motherly love that the actress needs to do in order to get inside the character of Cersei, this is what saved. No, it just sucked. It's plain sucked. You know?
And there was a car chase, straight up car chase in the streets of Braavos. Called it. And the Bourne identity, whatever, jumping off the window.
Yeah.
So basically, when she was stabbed and when Arya was going like, oh, it was just, there was nothing behind her.
Yeah.
And all these theories, people came up with them because they were desperate to explain basically why this is so awful and bad.
Yeah.
But no, there's nothing to explain. It was just awful. How was she healed? She got stabbed. And then she's running again? What the fuck? What the fuck was that? And how did she get into this temple without Jack and Hagar noticing? Because there's nobody there in this religion. It's just one.
It's just him there.
Just him and two young girls. I don't know. That's kind of sick. And then she walks around like wounded, and then he doesn't notice. And she sneaks up behind him. Isn't he supposed to be like the greatest assassin that the world has ever known?
Yeah.
And she sneaks up
like
on him. Who trained this guy? Who trained this guy?
I don't know. It's like the Karate Kid will go back and kill Mr. Miyagi after Mr. Miyagi knows that he wants to kill him because he sent someone to kill the Karate Kid, and then Karate Kid comes back
Wounded,
killing Mr. Miyagi, snacking behind Mr. Miyagi.
The same Mr. Miyagi that can catch flies with his chopsticks.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I felt like Jaqen was somehow begging for his life in some way, saying, oh no, this was all up my plan all along, that now she's dead and now you're truly no one. No one in the right mind will think that she's no one.
You are truly no one because you're holding needle that I told you not to bring here because it's apart from your former identity. But you are no one. Girl is Arya Stark.
But the important thing is that she's going back to Winterfell. That's the news in Braavos. She says she's going back to Winterfell.
Yeah. Did you notice that during the chase, she went through like a sauna, like a bath, like a public bath?
Right.
It's a nice touch because it's a city, urban culture, Braavos. So they have free time to go and shower and be with the guys, you know.
In contrast to
the medieval, dirty Westerosi society. So that was a nice touch.
Right. It was. So sorry, Dan and Dave, you rock! Okay, let's stay in Essos. Let's go to Meereen. So we say that either the city Meereen will be under attack or that Daenerys will be back with her dragon. So it was that and the other one too, both of them. So basically we see in this episode that Tyrion is very bad at ruling. He's oblivious.
He's naive.
I
told you can't make peace with those guys. You offer them a finger, they will want the whole hand.
Are you talking about Muslims?
No, slavers.
I think the Tyrion thing is a real problem. It's more than just bad writing because they're playing around, they're messing around with his narrative. He's supposed to become a ruler, knows how to get things done, and they make him, I don't know, it's going the other way.
The Tyrion we saw up to this season. It's okay, he's very cynical, he's very sarcastic, he's very, he likes the wine and telling jokes, but he has this serious side in him, a very confident side.
He's smart.
We got the sense that when he's on top with some kind of responsibility, this is his zone. This is like, okay, I know what to do. I think a few steps ahead.
Right, like a
I know
fishing water.
I know to make deals and stuff like that. he made the peace and he failed, but you had to show him like, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Now it's like we get the sense that Tyrion is just another dwarf that needs to make us laugh.
And when he wrote him, he made him, okay, I'm ugly, okay, I'm a dwarf, I'm a kind of bastard, whatever. But at least Tyrion is knowledgeable, he's smart, he's sensitive. So what does that say about the writers? The difference between him and them?
It's like Book Tyrion was written by a very sensitive nerd.
Right.
And Show Tyrion was written by two jocks.
So also Varys left just before the Masters came attacking, so that, I don't know, kind of a clue or misinformation for us to think that he might be the Harpy.
I don't
And
know.
so he's not going to release the dragons because he's not there, so my bet is now that Dany would release the dragons.
Yeah, he's going back to Westeros to find allies, so maybe he's talking about Dawn. That makes sense because women now control Dawn, and Varys knows that Dawn hates the Lannisters, so he can come to Dawn and say that.
Not going to happen, not going to happen. Maybe he's going back to King's Landing to do what he did in the final chapter of Dance with Dragons. Maybe.
Yeah.
But we're not going to spoil it here. Okay, so let's go to Riverrun, where Jaime was there in order to see his character developed a bit, to become a diplomat, to be able to negotiate his way into completing his mission of getting back Riverrun into the Lannister fold. So mission accomplished.
I liked the exchange between him and Jaime. Like, you're evil.
Okay.
How can you sleep at night?
Okay.
So it was like a glimpse to the rationalization, that rulers do.
In order to sleep at night?
Yeah, I do a lot of bad things, but it's for the good of the realm, it's for love, it's for ta-ta-ta.
Also, when he speaks to Edmure, he says that Cersei will do anything to save her babies, even burn cities to ashes. So confirmed! So I think that was a foreshadowing because he said that the only thing that makes him not evil is his love for Cersei. And he even said that at the first episode when he pushed Bran out the window, he said the things they do for love. But we know that very soon, probably in the next episode or the one after that, his love for Cersei is going to be taken away from him and he's going to be left with nothing.
We know that? I'm not sure anymore. Maybe they are building him now to be like a real twin for Cersei. He will not have the, go to the light side arc. Maybe they will die hugging each other or something like that.
No.
He will not have this arc.
I don't think so. I don't care, whatever. I like the Brienne scenes in this episode. She's a very good actress. I love how she plays Brienne so hard on herself. I failed. Come on, you didn't fail. Listen up. But I think the biggest plot hole of the episode was when Jaime was on top of the castle and she was like 500 yards away at night in her boat and you couldn't see anything. But they were like, hello, hello, what the fuck? So you have anything to say about Bronn maybe? The Bronn and Pod scenes?
Pussy.
I'll fuck anything that moves!
So let's finish this review in the Riverlands again. We see the Hound tracking all these Brotherhood guys just by walking up to them. How could he find them in this fucking forest? They live in this forest.
He's a hound. So he has the smell and all.
I like it. Okay. Okay, we thought that maybe he was going to join the Faith and go to fight his brother in the Clegane Bowl, but no Clegane Bowl confirmed.
Yeah, and then we expected him to join the Brotherhood and be like this terrorist,
Lady Stoneheart.
Lady Stoneheart, like a vengeance machine, That could happen.
Could still happen, right?
Yeah, maybe in the future. But now it seems like maybe that Thoros of Myr, the Red Priest, will convince him to join them, going north.
To fight the White Walker.
To join the battle in the north against the Winter.
After last episode, we thought, why are they making the Brotherhood without banners be like assholes and like the knights that they pretend to fight against for the people. They killed the people, but now we see that they were just these three were just renegades. Now they're executed, and now the red god people are fighting the good fight against the White Walkers. So the red god religion is not that bad. It's not all bad.
So one example of a moderate red godder,
That's racist.
they're not a race.
Okay, you won this argument.
Another symbolic twist, when the Hound is going to kill these people,
And he's killing him in the nuts.
he cursing him, fuck you, and he's like, you can do better than that. And I immediately thought, true, Dan and Dave, you can do much better than that.
But then he said cunt, so that was better.
That made it okay. At least he didn't say bad cunt.
So that was a bit unexpected that now the Red Godders are going to fight with the North against the White Walkers.
Remember, Sansa's direwolf was killed in the first season. And it had something to do with the Hound chasing Mika and stuff like that. So maybe she will get her dog back. And he will be her direwolf. And then Bran will go inside of him and will start to call himself Hodor.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Sorry, we didn't mean to go on a rant or something, but this episode was really bad, so we had to keep it real. We had to keep it real. So if you enjoyed our keeping it real, please click like. And if you want to get all our videos during the season, after the season, you should subscribe. And if you want to know why we're so upset, not that upset, but just whatever. Disappointed about season 6 Tyrion, you should watch this video about Tyrion and the revenge of the nerds beating the bullies or not. And this is a video about the Free Cities. If you want to learn more about the historical inspiration of Braavos, the Free Cities, the Iron Bank, it's cool. It's a cool video. Check it out. And if you want to support our channel, please go to patreon.com/GoT Academy, GoT Academy, or click the link in the description. I want to thank our patrons, our new executive producers. Thank you very much. We are indebted to you, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.